This is breaking news.
NOTE Katy Perry shows building frustration and exasperation with theatrics on American Idol as she's lone authentic judge. Katy feels isolated on Idol and tilts her head in like-me gestures, says a pro. Katy Perry followed up her news of quitting American Idol with a slew of bored gestures and defeated expressions on set. A body language expert said she claimed the raw hitmaker has already checked out of her job on the ABC talent show and will continue to flatline through season 22. American Idol viewers have watched Katy, 39, settle into her judging role for her last season. With the first episode now behind her, the fireworks singer will appear in the hit music competition until May. During Idol's debut show, Katy faced criticism about her demeanor. Some fans were happy Katy's appearance would be her final one on TV. "I'm so glad this is Katy Perry's last season," one wrote on Instagram. Body language expert Judi James said Katy showed allergic responses to some contestants desperate to advance to the next stage. James claimed Instagram clips released by ABC showed Katy twiddling her pen and looking low. Katy Perry's body language hit jarring notes. James told the US Sun, while being authentic, Katy had mild allergic responses to tear-sodden performances. In her impatience, she wanted to see talent but has checked out. She does not blink at the ceiling or flap her hands over her face. Her voice does not crack with empathetic emotion. Katy's overall responses to these first few auditions have been low and ended in an escalating frustration. She has carried on with some face-pulling and tongue-waggling at times. Katy was also flatlined by the tsunami of emotions in front of her. One contestant, Kimmy Robinson, 25, sobbed after performing. James said the Brooklyn-based singer received 3 stages of body language responses. Katy sat back in her seat, wearing an enigmatic blank expression, she said. She tilted her head and showed off a faint smile, then sat forward and made a wing gesture with her hands before resting her chin on them. Her gaze was steady, but propping the chin is often associated with boredom rather than excitement. James said Katy held her pen while responding to Massachusetts native Madai Chacal's track. Katy sat back in her seat, wearing an enigmatic blank expression, she said. She tilted her head and showed off a faint smile, then sat forward and made a wing gesture with her hands before resting her chin on them. Her gaze was steady, but propping the chin is often associated with boredom rather than excitement. James said Katy held her pen while responding to Massachusetts native Madai Chacal's track. James said Katy's demeanor switched when Madai started to sing, "I Kissed a Girl." Katy's gestures hinted at disapproval, she said. Her pen began to function as a barrier and self-comfort toy. Katy's neck wobbled, and the rolling of her pen hinted at her building frustration again. Katy joined the series in 2018, and for season 16, she has seen plenty of other judges come and go. Now she sits alongside stars including Lionel Richie, 74, and Luke Bryan, 47. James suggested Katy's gestures toward the other judges highlighted her isolation. She said Katy's head tilt suggested a need to be liked. In the photo shared on Instagram on Tuesday, Katy sat behind a desk with the judges behind her. "There was an aura of alienation here," she said. Katy was posed and seated behind the judging desk, so her size in the frame and status among the other judges are diminished. In isolation, she sat back with her arms and hands behind the desk, tilting her head in a like-me gesture.